thing that gives you enchantment shroud, so I just had like shroud and hexproof on everything. So it's like you just like my board cannot
Oh,
be.
that's cool.
I took privileged position out though because I didn't like having both in there. Just kind of seemed awkward. I don't really need both, but because
God.
it's a saga deck, not like a full on enchantment deck. So
Oh, okay,
because
okay.
it's Tom Bombadil and he triggers off his sagas.
When you said privileged position, I was literally thinking like that was like going first in the game, and then I realized as the
No,
conversation went on that that's a card, and I was like,
yeah, it's a
oh.
enchantment. I actually have it right over here.
Stupid spell table. It won't let me put in Chun-Li. It wants the other name of the card.
Privileged position, but yeah, it gives your permanent hexproof is enchantment, and
Oh, that's cool.
I've wanted one for a long time because it used to be like really expensive because it had like only like one printing or whatever, and but then it got like reprinted, and I think I got one from like a pack or something,
Oh,
and
that's cool.
yeah, but like I used to have it in my 5 color shrine deck, but I took that deck apart to build this one because I don't really need two 5 colored enchantment decks.
Yeah, right, that makes sense.
Oh, by the way, just a heads up, I will be streaming the game as well.
Yeah, I will be a good boy. I am a little bit crossfaded, but I'm a good boy.
That's fine.
I'm
I
not gonna play very good. I'm pretty new. Like I'm pretty new, and I don't think my deck is very good. It's the best deck I have, I think, but it's not super good.
That's fine.
But I'll take the beating though.
That's alright. I've been there. I used to play against people that had like $1,000 plus decks with like my $50 janky bulk stuff that I would just get destroyed every game. But
Right.
I just enjoyed watching them, do stuff. I'm just like, what is going on? And like they would just like explain some stuff here and there and just kind of teach me. I just kind of enjoy the process. But
Right. I used to play when it was cheaper, like, but I sold my cards, of course, when I was a kid. Like,
right,
I played like in Prophecy is when it was.
I
So
I
like,
literally just started when I moved here in 2019. I've been playing since then, on and off.
oh, so you got right in before like, I think COVID, right? That was
Yeah,
or right
yeah.
in about the same time,
It was like
right? Yeah.
right before it, right before Spell Table became a thing a little bit.
And do you mostly play on Spell Table?
Yeah, right now I do, cause like I used to play at an LGS nearby me, but they stopped like hosting events and stuff.
Oh, that's a bummer. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's pretty much how I am too. Mostly just Spell Table with my IRL friends. We all just started playing like
I,
about
I
when Lord of the Rings came out.
that's not bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do have someone I work with that plays Magic, and he's always inviting me out to play, but he invites me after work, which is we get off at like 11 o'clock at night usually. So it's like I'm exhausted. I just want to go home and pass out, or just chill. I don't want to go and
Right.
rack my brain playing Magic and stuff.
Hmm.
And they like drink alcohol and they get drunk and stuff. I'm just like, I don't really. It's not really my scene, but
Right. Yeah,
maybe.
that would be see, I drink but I and play on Spell Table, but I don't think I'd want to go meet a bunch of random people and play Magic and then
Yeah,
get
right.
like
Well, I know some of them, but like I'm still kind of new to them and all that good stuff. So
right, yeah, a new group of people. Yeah.
yeah, and I also have social anxiety, so I'm not really the person to initiate stuff. You know, and
That's
usually
fair.
like
Am I good to cut?
yeah, you can cut, do
Uh,
whatever.
I do you need me to? I don't usually bother on spell table.
I just cut it
I
Oh,
don't.
myself. You don't have
oh,
to.
I don't know. I'm good. I don't know. I didn't know how everybody plays. So like
Yeah,
and
some
what do we
people
do for the mulligan rule too? Like it
Mulligan. We just do casual. So
Until
just
until you get a playable
yeah,
hand.
we just go to your playable hand and just like don't try to like go for like a perfect hand or something.
okay. Um
All right.
This is a really slow hand. Yeah, I'm gonna mulligan this one. I usually only mulligan for free like one time is what I usually do,
Oh.
and then like, or if you don't have lands or something. So I won't. I'm not gonna mulligan until we get like the Soul Ring or whatever. I've only had one game where I started with a Soul Ring and an Arcane Signet, and I still lost the game.
I've literally kept a hand that was literally just lands, mana rocks, and one playable spell. I was like, this hand sucks, but I'm gonna keep it. And I literally just I had no spells like all game, and I just dumped my hand turn three. I'm just like, I got nothing. I literally just had all mana rocks on the field. I'm just like, I will play this one spell.
Okay, I'm gonna keep this hand because I have two lands in it,
Is it
and I'm gonna hope that I draw
is
more
it
when I get to
playable
draw.
though?
It's pretty. Uh,
Like would one land like make it playable?
I kind of need two or a mana rock.
I would say mulligan again. Like
All
if
right,
it's if
I
it's
don't want to do one
sketch,
more though. I feel like I'm trying to. I don't want to take advantage.
no, it's fine.
I mean, I'm gonna mulligan a second time. I just got no lands in that
It,
hand.
I would
I
ra-
had Grave Pact in my hand, but I only had two mana. And like
I,
Grave Pact's like one of the better cards in my
I would
deck.
rather you have like be able to actually play your deck instead of just sitting there on two lands the entire game. Because like I've seen people do that where they like they don't think that they can mulligan or whatever, and they're like, I'll just keep this hand. It's fine. I'm like, okay. I was like, is it playable? And like, yeah. And I was like, okay. And then they play two lands, and then they like pass, and then they like miss a land drop, miss a land drop, miss a land drop, and then it's like, oh, like why didn't you mulligan? Like just mulligan.
I'm gonna keep this one because I do have three lands and it is somewhat. It's my best
Okay,
playable hand so far, and I wanna.
that sounds fine.
I'm good. I'm totally good.
I mean, I've kept sketch hands before. Like if I have like two lands and then like a 3 mana land spell, like a cultivate, I'll keep that and just like pray to the gods that I draw a land, and I'll usually draw a land, and I'll be like, okay, we're good.
I'll
Right.
keep this one.
It's like, I
Okay.
mean, you do have like 2 to 3 turns to draw a land, so it's not like you have to draw a
Yeah.
land the first time
Right. I
or
just need a
whatever.
little bit of help, kinda. I
But
think,
see,
sort of.
see, the problem with my deck though is that I not only need lands, but I also need colors of land. So like, if I have like a
You need a
a
healthy mix.
yeah, like if I have like a two, like a double black, and I have like no black in my hand, it's like I can't play a spell and stuff like that. But like my deck is mostly Bant, like green, white, blue, with like some red, black stuff. So it's just like that's what my mana base
Okay.
is kind of focused around. I'll keep this hand. It's sketch, but it's playable.
Okay. So
You're going
how do we
first.
just? Oh, I go first. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna play a swamp and then pass the turn.
Did you draw your card for turn?
Oh, I get to draw mine even if I'm first.
Yes.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's a multiplayer game.
If it's more than two players, you always
Oh.
draw on your first turn.
Oh, cool. I did not know that. Okay, well, I drew two, and the play is still the same. Thank you for telling me that. I did not know that. I'm gonna probably learn so much.
Yeah, probably.
Like, uh,
Wool Tree, pass. Best land in my deck.
Drop a turn. Thick.
But
I
yeah,
drew a spell.
but
is that good?
Yeah, I started with no spells, but I had lands this time, and I didn't want to keep mulliganing.
Oh, yeah, it's kind of where
Pass
I was
turn.
at too, right? Like, okay, so draw for turn. Oh, and now I'm getting all sorts of mana. I pass.
yeah, I kept a land that had like 6 lands once, and it was like, eh.
Yeah, I had three lands, but most of my cards were a little bit higher cost.
Sky Shroud, and I'm gonna play Starfield Mystic and pass.
On your end step, Vapor Snag. Return it to your hand, you lose a life.
How dare you?
Oh,
Rude.
clapping right now. The shots have been fired.
Drop a turn.
That is unfortunate.
Island. Pass turn.
Okay, draw for turn. Oh my gosh, I've drawn 3 mana in a row. Okay, I pass. I'm gonna pretend like I have like interaction with these 3 mana.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pretend.
Seaside Citadel. Starfield Mystic. Again. And pass.
In response,
You gotta kill him.
I take my turn.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I would be so
Oh,
pissed.
um, mm, Prairie Stream. Pass.
draw for turn. Let's do. Uh, let's just start. Let's just start the pain that will come my way. I'm gonna tap 4 and try to play Crypto Thrall, which gives other artifact creatures hexproof.
Okay.
No response.
It's fine with me.
And then I pass once. Yeah.
Alright.
I did something.
Sunken Hollow.
Yay.
I guess actually it'd be better to just do this. Wait, no, I can't do that actually. I have to do like this actually. City of Death. I'm gonna make a treasure token. Oh no, my box of tokens are way over here.
Treasures.
It would be nice if I could double spell, but I can't actually use the treasure this turn. Oh, it's not smart too. There it is, treasure. Then I'll pass.
Overturn.
Yep.
Wait, I overturn? Oh no, draw
Yeah,
for a turn. Never mind.
draw
Sorry.
for a turn.
Um, so the Crypto Thrall, that's the one that makes things hexproof, right?
Yeah, other things.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I will pay 2 to disenchant that.
So he just dies, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Destroy
He
target
goes to
artifact.
the graveyard.
And I will pass turn.
Okay. I'm gonna untap. I'm gonna draw. Oh, this I've drawn swamps every turn. This is crazy.
Is that
I
the
am.
is that the full pecan, by the way?
I think I have like roughly 10 cards switched out of it. I think.
Okay. So slightly upgraded.
Maybe like 12. Yeah, maybe like 12. But yeah, I would consider it slightly upgraded. Like,
Okay.
I'm gonna tap 4 and I'm gonna attempt to play my commander.
No
Counter spell.
response.
And so if he resolves, I pass.
I got nothing for no response to that.
Okay.
I'll untap. Oh, I forgot my.
I have very few counter spells in this deck
On
because they don't do anything really when they get copied with Chun-Li.
on my draw step. After my
Oh.
draw step, I'm going to get a trigger on this saga, and I'm gonna copy this treasure token. So I'll have 2. And then I'll play Force for turn. Hmm. tap 2 for Goldberry, and then I'll tap 3. Yeah, 3 for Hollowed Haunting. Can't see it over there. Hollowed Haunting.
Okay.
Which it's not active currently on the effect, the passive. But I will. I don't know why I haven't been attacking. I'll attack Slayer for 2.
I deserve that.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, I had to replay him, right? So yeah, duh. Then I'll pass.
Okay. Drop a turn. Island.
It's worse.
So I will kick twice and exile both of these. And whenever she attacks, I can copy each uh, instant with a kick counter on it. So I get, when she attacks, I can copy Vapor Snag and Disenchant.
Yes, but you have to pay the costs.
Oh, that's brutal. Disenchant hurts so bad.
What do you mean I have to pay the cost? It just says to copy it.
Yeah, you have to pay the cost though
Of what?
of the spells.
It just says copy it. What do
Yeah,
you mean?
it says you may cast the copies.
No, it
Yeah,
says copy each, and I may cast those copies.
yeah, you may cast the copies, which means you have to spend mana to cast them.
Well,
There's someone who has that deck as well, and he stated that you do have to cast you do have to spend mana to
mm,
cast them. Otherwise, it would
all right.
be
Well,
hella broken.
either way, this is what I am going to be doing.
Okay.
I pass.
Good thing that because I don't
But
know any of this stuff really. I'm gonna untap and draw. That's another mana. Holy smokes! I've drawn like 4 in a row now.
yeah,
This is getting insane.
unless you've taken lands out, the precons usually have way too many lands.
I think I took 2 out from the maybe 3. I think. I am going to leave my blocker. Wait. So if you attack, you can kill me. You can cast the card, and then I can't block anyways, right?
Yep.
I would just attack.
Should I attack? Okay, so I've got a 3/3 here. Can I? Am I going through
Well,
on?
doesn't he have menace or something? Or does he?
No, because I have to pick
Oh,
somebody else on
something
for. I can't
else.
pick
Okay.
myself.
Well,
Um, let's go. Lloyd has more life, so Lloyd, I'm gonna attack you for 3,
okay. One, two, three.
and then, uh, unfortunate. Well, let's see. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna try playing this. Let's give it a shot and see what happens here. I'm gonna tap all 6, and I'm gonna play Genesis of the Daleks,
Yeah.
and I get to create little guys every turn, and then at the end, stuff gets blown up. Um, so I'm gonna put the counter here, because then that way it can still be clicked on, right? That's the easiest way to do that. And then I'm gonna create a 3/3, which I have to grab a token for that, but I'm gonna pass after that, and I'll grab my token as I'm passing.
Okay. I
Hopefully
will
I
un
can.
I will untap and
I
draw.
know.
Hmm.
Okay, he's in here.
This triggers goes to 3. I copy the treasure token again. Hmm.
Oh, there's the little dude. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna put him up here next to the other guy.
Alright. Hmm. I'll tap 3 for Ian Chesterton. Each saga I control or I cast has replicate. Replicate cost is equal to its mana cost, which means I can pay that mana cost again to copy it.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. It would be nicer if I had more sagas in my hand. 3. Hmm. I'll pass. Yeah, we'll pass.
Proper turn. I will attack Mac for 3 and cast Vapor Snag targeting the Dalek token
So he
and
goes kaboom.
Disenchant targeting the Replicate.
The what?
The Replicate thing.
It's a creature.
Oh, it's a creature?
Yep.
Uh,
Not an artifact or enchantment.
what's a good target? Should I target the Dalek thing or something else?
I mean, the Dalek thing's gonna kill stuff, or we're gonna lose a shit ton of life. Well, it'll
Yeah, I'll
be
just target that.
6 life.
Okay.
Didn't mean to
Oh, and then
bully you
I
there,
take.
but
That's okay. That's okay. I need that. And then I take 3 commander damage, right?
yeah.
2, 3, and then -3.
You also lost 1 from the Vapor Snag.
Oh, okay. I lose a life. What should I have done that before too? Did you hit me with that before?
No, it was me.
No.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And I will pass turn.
Okay. I'm gonna untap and then draw. We're gonna play a swamp. Okay, so I'm going to attack you back, Soul, for 3 commander damage.
No blocks.
And then on my second main phase, I am going to tap 4 and give all creatures minus, I think it's 7 because I have 7 swamps. So
Alright.
we're gonna nuke the board.
In response, I'll tap Goldberry and remove a counter from my saga. And
And
then,
then
yeah, it resolves.
okay.
Yeah, that resolves. These are still exiled with kick counters.
Oh, that's cool. They stay there. That's really neat. And then I'm done.
Mm. I shall untap, draw. This goes up. I'll make another treasure. Prairie Stream tapped. I will do. I'll do 2 for Sanctum Weaver. Eh. And then. Oh, I make a spirit. I'll find a token for that in a minute. And I'll cast War of the Last Alliance using a treasure. And I will search for a legendary creature, reveal it, put it in my hand, then shuffle. Hmm. That's an option. Oh, I forgot to take that out. Damn. Hmm. Yeah, let's go with. Yeah. Let's do Zer Eternal Schema.
Doing some scheming.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a cool card.
Yeah. Probably gonna take him out though, because he's kind of but I don't know. We'll see.
Oh. Yeah, you got to see how much work he does.
But right now, I like the hexproof.
Yeah. Yeah, especially with the removal stuff from like
Indeed.
Chun-Li.
All right. He goes to my hand. This saga goes to 1, and then I shall pass. After that, let's see if I have a spirit token somewhere. It's a 2/2 spirit.
How long have you been streaming for, Lloyd?
Um, Not long, maybe I don't know, 2 years or so. But
Oh, that's pretty good
I
though.
don't really stream like that much. Just kind of when I feel like it.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. That's cool.
I cast my commander.
The kicking machine is
Yeah.
out on the battlefield.
Yeah, and then I pass turn.
Okay, I'm gonna untap. Then I'm gonna drop. I drew another swamp. This is getting. This is getting wild. This
If
is
it makes you
getting.
feel better, I have drawn the wrong half of my deck.
I've drawn.
No, now I just feel bad for both of us. No, I don't want that.
Oh, if it
Like,
makes
I have 6 cards in my hand that don't do anything right now.
well, if it makes you feel any better, pretty much all I've drawn is lands, which I mean, I kind of needed lands, so it's fine. But
Again, now I just feel bad for everybody involved. Okay.
I mean, drawing lands is good in the early game, but like after some point, you want to just stop drawing lands.
So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and tap 7 here. I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I had to make sure I counted that right. So I'm gonna tap 7 and play Technomancer. Um, if he enters the battlefield, I mill 3 cards and then can return any number of artifact creatures with total mana value 6 or less from the graveyard from the battlefield. Currently, the only one that I have is the guy that makes
Mm-hmm.
him everything else have hexproof, but I do mill the cards too.
Yep.
To me.
All right.
So
Go.
did,
Go
it
ahead.
hits.
I've got nothing.
How big is it?
It's a 5/1.
5/1.
A 5/1.
Do you have any mana?
Huh?
Oh no, she's got that one free counter spell.
The only free counter spells. Oh, I think most of the free counter spells are non-creature. Except maybe Force of Will,
Oh,
but I don't know.
I will let that resolve.
I I think
okay.
I think that there is Mental Misstep, which you can pay with Phyrexian, but it's only CMC
Two,
one.
3. Okay, so I did mill 3 cards. So I either have the choice of Canatech, Wraith, or Cryptothrall. And I really don't want any more mana, like, at all this game. So I'm going to choose to bring him back to the battlefield,
What's
which
the
then gives him.
what's the CMC of the other thing you milled?
I have a 4 and a 3.
Okay, so that's 7.
Yeah, I'm just. And I only have the 2 cards that are
What is the other
eligible.
what is the other card that you milled to?
Sculpting Steel.
I think it's artifact creature, so it's only
Yeah, it
creatures.
has to be a creature. Yeah, I would have maybe put both of those into play instead of him, but yep. So,
Well, sculpting
so
steel isn't a creature.
creature exactly. That's why I couldn't. Yeah,
Yeah.
if I could have done it, that's what I would have done. But
Yeah.
alas, this is what I get to do, and then I pass.
All right. I shall untap and draw, and then I'll make another treasure, and then
Thank you,
I'll
folks,
search.
for inviting me. By the way.
No problem.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do another search, which I know exactly what I'm getting next. Would have liked to have gotten my new creature, but she's not really super relevant right now.
Ooh, what could that be? The speculators are speculating.
It's nothing crazy. It's just Glissa Sunslayer, and what she does is she can remove counters from permanents, so I can remove counters from my sagas, so that I can delay them
Oh,
or
that's cool.
retrigger old chapters if I wanted to. But she has to deal comma damage to do it, which she does have somewhat evasion, but I
Well,
don't.
I'll wheel and deal. Like, I'll let somebody attack me if it means that, I don't know, I don't lose
Well,
something or
I
something.
don't
You
think
gotta
you're
wheel and.
I don't think you're blocking her because she has first strike and death touch. So whatever you block with her is dying.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't want to do that. Heck no.
You would have to have something else with first strike or like double strike to be able to kill her.
I
or
don't. There
something.
might be like a creature in here with first strike, but I don't think there's too much really.
Yeah,
Like I don't even know if there is one.
but it would still kill whatever you blocked if you blocked with like a 6/6 first striker. I put
Right.
Sickest in my hand, by the way.
Ooh. Card
Yeah.
draw. Card draw. Card draw. Card draw.
I'll do Savage Lands for land for turn, and then let's do black and white blue for Zer. Let's get him out first, and then how many lands do I have actually? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Aha! Wool Tree is active. Sick.
Ooh.
So then I'll just do 3 and 2, and then I'll cast my commander. Actually, wait, hold on. I'll save one of those, and I'll tap Sanctum Weaver. Kind of should have done that first, but whatever. Doesn't matter.
I, I was gonna say if you want to go back, I don't really care, but that's up to Soul too.
It doesn't really matter. I didn't really have much I really
Oh.
wanted to follow up with. Um, well, I guess since I have the mana, um, hmm, let's just say I use green for that. Do I want to do that? Eh, I won't worry about it. I don't think I'll just pass.
Okay. I will play an island. Hmm.
Decisions. Decisions.
I'm white. I
Oh,
return
that
this to my
means
hand and destroy all other creatures.
I blow up here. Boom.
Sad. Tom survives, by the way. Tom doesn't die. He has indestructible and hexproof right now. Oh, this dies too.
Okay.
Dang, that
And
means I can't do anything about Tom either.
Indeed. Yeah, as long as I have 4 more Saga lore counters among opponents I control, he has hexproof indestructible, and I have 6 right now.
Okay.
and I will pass.
Okay. I'm gonna untap, and then I'm gonna draw, and then I'm gonna play another swamp. And I think,
Oops.
okay, does Lloyd have a saga that's worth blowing up?
Not really. None of my sagas are usually worth blowing up.
It just depends on whether or not you want it to trigger Tom.
Yeah.
Well, what would you say? Because I don't know what I'm doing really.
I mean, it's honestly
Or
completely
anything else
random.
that's non-land? Does he have anything else that's non-land that's
Uh,
worth
my
blowing up
hollowed my
beside?
my hollowed haunting.
That's okay. Let's do
If
that then.
Yeah, or if you're wanting to blow up Tom, you can blow up a saga and then Tom.
I
You
don't
would,
have that much stuff
yeah,
though.
you would have to kill City of Death and then kill Tom.
So I'm gonna tap 7 and I'm gonna play a meteor golem, and if it resolves, I'm gonna get the enchantment.
Okay, because the Hallowed Haunting technically is my one of my win cons, but it's just very slow. It's a very slow win con,
Okay.
kind of.
And then I pass. That's pretty much all I'm doing.
Okay. So much removal. This is like the most removal
Yeah.
I've seen in like previous games. Normally it's just like,
My deck is mostly removal.
yeah, I mean that makes sense. Um,
This deck has a pretty good amount of removal, I think, too.
5 copy. So this one's gonna trigger creatures I can control gain double strike until end turn, and the wing tempts me, which I got my wing temps. Finally got a wing temps thingy. I guess I'll choose Tom for it, so he becomes my wing bearer. Whenever he attacks, I draw a card and I discard a card. No, I mean first one. He can't be blocked creatures by greater power. And then he gains double strike and turn a turn, and then I flip for a saga. Curse of Fenric. Oh, that's kind of worthless. Um, I guess I'll just. Is it even worth it? Um, yeah, no. That one's kind of worthless. It's for each player, destroy up to one target creature that player controls. For each creature destroyed this way, its controller creates a 3/3 green mutant creature with Death Touch.
I was gonna say you
Um,
could do it, but yeah, I don't think that's actually good because this guy's just a regular
I mean,
3/3.
would I don't know. I think I'll just choose nothing. It's fine.
Okay.
Because I wouldn't want you to reanimate it, and I mean a 3/3 versus Death Touch. Yeah. So that was
That's fair.
kind of worthless. Probably like one of the worst hits I've ever like hit. Well, I'll start off by casting Sithis, and then I'll tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sphere of Safety. I'll draw a card and gain life. And
And
then
that's a card that ruined my day last time.
yeah, yeah, it's one of my favorite cards. And then I'll tap
Yeah.
sack 2 treasures for search for his Cantor.
Oh,
Gain
that's a cool
gain a
card.
life and
Sphere of
draw a card.
Safety.
Yeah,
Whoa.
it's kind of weird
Yeah,
and
I was about to win last time with like a crazy amount of the master copies,
yeah,
and then he drops Fear Safety, and I had literally a single copy of an answer in my deck, and it was all the way down.
yeah. It's the
I
Oh,
it's
dang.
I paid like basically all my life for Necropotence and still couldn't find my enchantment removal
yeah,
in Rakdos, and so I was like, well, the game's yours.
yeah.
Oh, dang.
There are other things like this that does it for weaker like lower amounts, but like this is the only one that kind of upscales with enchantments, and so I run a lot of champions, even though it's kind of a non-bow saga since they sack and go away, but I don't know. It seems fine. Um, I'm done.
Yeah, that's a cool card.
I'm done now. So I'll pass Roni. But yeah, probably the single best you can't attack me card, other than like maybe Norn's Annex, which you have to pay either white or 2 life per attacker. So if you don't have white mana at all, you can only pay life.
Oh.
I've considered getting that for like my Atraxa Super Friends deck, because that's like one of the only few ones that mentions that attacking of planeswalkers. Like this one does as well too, but it's enchantment. It has to have enchantments. So
Interesting.
sorry, continue.
Chun-Li again.
Chun Li.
Pow.
Pass turn.
I don't think I have a lot to do. I untap and draw. Oh, that's not very helpful. So I think.
Oh,
Let's
you
see
know
how
what?
many.
In hindsight, I should have actually blown up your media golem.
So my commander doesn't give him +2/+2.
No,
Oh,
that's another reason, but no. I forgot about the last ability of this saga.
do
It's
you
fine.
want to go back and blow
No,
him
no,
up
no,
or?
no, no.
I think it's a
Oh,
bit
okay.
late.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
I don't like rewinding that far. It's already
Oh,
been like
okay,
a full
okay.
turn cycle. I was
I
just
think.
I'm just voicing my mistakes.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna tap 2 and play a thought vessel,
Mhm.
Sick.
and then if that resolves, I'm gonna
Oh yeah.
tap 6 to play the
No,
commander.
no, I'm gonna counter that thought fast. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I
You've
don't
got like
know.
billions of lands and
Just
but yeah,
6.
gotta make sure you don't get that no maximum hand size.
Take out that thought vessel. I
And
with
that
the
one
whole
mana.
2 cards in my hand. So I tap 6 to play my commander, and then I'm gonna go to combat, and he's gonna give this guy +3 +2/+2 and menace.
Got
So
it.
he becomes a 5/5 menace. So what? Let's see here. Uh, does Tom have like what does he have, like double strike or something, or was that only till the end of turn?
Oh, that was into under turn. Oh, I should have attacked with him. Dang.
Okay, well, I'm going to attack you, Lloyd, since you do have a little bit more life with this Meteor Golem who's a 5/5 menace.
I'll take it.
And then I pass.
I'm not used to attacking with this deck because enchantment decks just kind of sit back and just do their thing. They don't really attack.
Oh.
But I will untap and draw. This will go 6. This will go 2. I'll do City of Death first, so I'll make another treasure, and then it'll.
City of
Yeah.
Death is really good with Tom.
Yeah.
Because it gets so many lore counters before
Yeah.
it goes away.
6, it's gonna sack, and then I'll flip for the next saga. No, that would have been a nice draw. Tutor, Fable, Elder, Wild Growth. Wow, is this literally just 3 fucking ramp spells in a row? One with multiverse. That would have been nice.
Like that foil cultivate though.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, all your ramp. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Is
All right. Michiko's Reign of Truth.
that a good one?
It's all right. He's gonna get +1/+1 for each enchantment I control.
Ooh, he's going to try to get commander kills and stuff.
Well, I mean it's not really the goal of the deck, but sure. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Tom will get a +5/+5 from turn to turn. And then Curse of Fenric, number 2. I'll target Chun-Li and make it a 6/6 legendary horror creature named Fenric and loses all abilities.
Forever?
No, until maybe, I guess.
Forever. Forever is so long. Hold on, let's talk about this.
Well, I mean, it does become big, but I mean, it doesn't loses all abilities.
To quote a
Yeah,
wise man that I once heard, it gets bigger when I pull on it.
it just says, it just becomes it. Yeah, so I guess it's until it dies or gets removed or something. I mean,
That's rough.
I guess you could block my giant Tom if you wanted, unless you have a response.
Shelter, protection from white. I draw a card.
Okay,
Oh,
that's fine.
dang. Split second moves.
Not split second, just response.
Oh, well, yeah,
Um,
not split second. Like,
oh
yeah.
shoot. I forgot to do my search trigger. Dang. Well, I already missed that. Well, So many triggers, I keep freaking forgetting them.
You have a lot of cards out. At
Yeah.
least from what I don't normally have that many cards out.
Yeah,
It'd be hard
well,
for me to keep track.
unfortunately, Enchantments has a lot of stuff going, and I also have Sagas triggering and doing
Yeah, it's like a
stuff. So
million things going. Yeah.
I'm gonna cast 3 Blind Mice,
Oh,
and
that's the song.
I'll draw a card off of that and gain a life. Oh, sick.
It would be really sweet to draw farewell right now.
A big
Uh,
farewell to
that
everything.
would be a big FU to me. Um, I
Oh,
guess
that
technically
would
it
be
doesn't
kind of
matter what I
brutal.
tap. Sterling Grove? Other than Enchantments, I can draw Shroud. Draw a card.
uh,
Gain a life. Unless it. Well, I still draw a card.
So this board state is not. I mean, I'm new to this, but this isn't looking good.
yeah, no, this is getting to a point in which I cannot manage this.
I've got removal in here, but like we're running out of time.
I'll cast a Jungle Shrine. Yeah, the only problem is I don't really know how I win. um,
Well, you certainly just don't lose. That's the thing. I
yeah.
can't attack you.
Um, uh, I will. Hmm. I have 4. Oh, right, make a mouse. This will be my mouse for now. The only problem is I need some creatures.
Yeah, that was also my problem.
Well, someone board wiped me twice.
I think I did one of those too. Well, that's okay. You've got Tom at like 10 damage. You can get even with me
He's
right
he's
now.
he's 9.
Oh. Well, that's pretty close.
Yeah, I'll attack you for with Tom.
I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it all.
All right, cool.
And so wait, I'm at 25, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I've had
You're
Then I
27, I think.
Oh, okay. 27. I've had a couple of drinks now and
oh yeah, you're
yeah.
27
Oh,
It's
I'm
all
pretty
good.
buzzed, so okay.
and also 9 commander damage.
Oh, 9 commander damage. Yes, I
Yeah.
tracked the stuff from let's see. Okay.
Uh, then I think I'll
9 commander. That hurts.
pass. Yeah. See if I have a mouse token hiding somewhere.
So would it be
Prophecy?
beneficial to let you attack me so you can cast a disenchant on one of his things at least?
Probably.
I
I
mean,
will
you'd have to target Sterling Groves because everything has Shroud.
Yeah.
I mean, if you feel like that's our best chance to, if you feel like we're in a spot where we need to kind of work together, I don't really know, but he's definitely got a lot of stuff going
Yeah, the only problem is that all my stuff doesn't really do anything
on.
Monastery Mentor?
other than Sithis, but I have nothing good in hand.
Island for turn?
Oh shoot, that Monster Mentor is gonna get crazy.
Mm. Hmm.
Hmm.
I do anything else? Two. don't think I can right now. So, yeah, I'll attack Mac for 3.
And if I don't block it, you're not gonna disenchant me, right?
Right.
Okay. I am going to take it.
Alright, that's 3 commander damage, and I will cast Disenchant on Sterling Grove.
Uh,
And,
in response, I'm gonna sack it.
yep. And I will pass while I look for my Muck token.
Okay. I'm gonna untap and untap, and then I'm gonna draw. Oh. Oh. Would it be beneficial? Would it be beneficial for me to make him sacrifice his creatures, like to sack Tom Bombadil?
Oh, he's got a rat and like other creatures. So I mean, it depends on how you're doing that.
How okay, so how many creature do you if I play a non-creature spell, do you get to like do stuff?
Who?
I don't know what you mean.
Uh Lloyd, like can you make more creatures if I just like do a non-creature spell or
No.
something, or do you just have 3 total? Okay, how many cards does everybody have in their hand?
Enchantment
Oh, I have a
decks.
full hand.
I have 2.
2. Okay, so I feel like this is gonna be well. Oh, this one's tough. Okay. Um, let me think.
Hmm.
I think I'm gonna do. Uh, okay. I think I'm in a I'm in a pickle here. Do I do on what ability I want to do? Um, do I make creatures or do I do? I'm gonna do. Okay, I'm gonna do this. So I'm gonna tap
One,
one.
one sec. Before you do anything, let me choose my card because I don't want to.
Oh, okay.
Because
Sorry, sorry,
I'm
sorry.
search. I'm still searching out the Sterling Grove, but I don't want to know what you're doing.
Oh, got it. Okay, that's
Mm,
yep. No, I appreciate that. Like stuff is about to happen.
mm-hmm.
Like stuff is definitely gonna happen here. Now, whether it resolves or not, I don't really know, but stuff's gonna happen.
Yeah. Let me
And then
just.
I'm probably gonna get beat up.
My deck doesn't really do the beating up of stuff.
Well, I might get kicked a bit by Chun-Li. Some people pay extra for that.
I'm just gonna choose that. Um, Even though I would have liked something else, but actually, no, I don't want that. Shoot, where did I put it? You know what?
After I pass my turn, I'm gonna mute my mic for a minute and just take a quick dab. But
Okay.
not till the end of my turn, though. I'll still have my headphones on. I just don't want to do it into the yeah. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, drink. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, drink.
Actually, no, that doesn't really.
Come on, Lloyd, just pick one. It's okay.
Sorry. I'll just choose that. The Night of the Doctor.
Good night. Oh, you have to reveal it. Okay.
Yeah, it's it's a type
Every
or
time you search for something specific, it has to be
yeah.
revealed.
Whenever it has a type, you have to search for it. You have to reveal it.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what he was searching for, to be honest. I forgot.
It's
Like, I,
it's Sterling Grove says for 1 man I can sack it and search for an enchantment card, reveal it, shuffle, and put that card on top.
oh, that's why you sacrificed it. I was
Yeah,
wondering. I was like, I wonder why you sacrificed that
because
and not let it die. But that makes sense.
Solero destroyed it with the or targeted it with the disenchant. So
That's a cool card then.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, you
I
may
have it in Merkul.
you mostly use it for the tutor, but it's also good at just being a thing so you can just protect your board until you need to pop it for an enchantment. I just wanted the
Oh,
shroud though,
okay.
but
Right, that makes sense because there's a lot of removal going on.
indeed. So now the doctor goes on top, and then now you can go.
Okay, so what I want to do is we have 3 creatures. Um, what I'm going to do, and then you.
Also, don't forget that Solero not only has Chun Li that can kill your stuff every turn, but also Monastery Mentor now as well.
I
Yeah,
am definitely getting to a point where I can start doing stuff.
well, I'm gonna try to do something here, and I'm probably gonna make everybody mad. But I feel like it feels like Lloyd might have a little more to lose in this, but I feel like you guys both are probably not gonna be happy. So I have one tapped, and then I'm gonna tap 4 more twice, and I'm gonna play Doomsday Confluence, and I'm gonna have every. Oh, I could have attacked first. Can I attack first?
Um,
Wait, now everybody knows that I have to play, so never mind. No, that doesn't. I'm not gonna do that. Um, I'm gonna play Doomsday Confluence, and if it resolves, I'm gonna have each player. Oh, minor. Each player sacrifices 4 non-artifact creatures, and then each opponent discards a card. So,
Right. I'm going to cast Fierce Guardianship.
counter target spell,
oh no.
but it's non-creature spell.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I tried.
It's all right.
I
I would like to keep my Monastery Mentor. That's the point of my deck.
okay, that's fair. Uh,
Well,
I'm gonna give this guy +2/+2 and menace, and um, let's attack. Um, let's attack Soul for 5
No
menace,
blocks.
and then I pass.
all right. Um, untap upkeep. I have an upkeep trigger that I'll do this time. Um, do I want to transform this? I feel like this is better as an enchantment almost. How many lands do I have? I have plenty of lands.
Okay, I'm gonna
Um,
mute for a minute.
I'll keep that as a enchantment for now. I think I don't really need it. Um, draw. I'll draw my card that you already know. Then trigger. Oh, he gets untapped too. This and that. So I'll do Curse of Fenric first. There's no mutant on the field, so it doesn't really. I don't really have any targets for that. But I guess, does it not resolve if I don't have a target?
Yeah. What do you mean?
Because the way that Tom's worded is that it has to the ability actually has to go on the stack. But if it doesn't have legal targets, does it not technically resolve? Like go on the stack?
I'm not sure.
Hmm. I'm trying to look up Tom real quick.
I think it will go on the stack, but it just fizzles after that.
Cause I can target.
Yeah,
I can target
I don't
your.
I don't know how it works, but to me, it either way is good. Whatever you two figure out.
Cause I can target your commander. Cause it's a Fenric, but I don't have a mutant for it to fight technically.
What's a Fenric?
Your commander. Your
My
your
commander?
Chun Li. Yeah.
No, it's not.
Oh right. Yeah. You sheltered it right. So I have no targets for it. I don't think it actually does anything, but it does. There's no rulings on it.
I would say do whatever feels right to you. I don't know.
Cause
Yeah,
I.
I'd
I'd
say that
rather
too.
just like pass through this part.
Mhm.
So just like whatever you decide,
I'll just
go
say
for it.
no because I think that's how it works on Arena. Like when I cast ECD and the last ability resolves, if I have no creatures or planeswalkers in my yard, a Tom doesn't trigger because it doesn't technically have legal targets to trigger. So I'm just gonna say no because that's how it works on there. I'll make a copy of my treasure with the three blind mice, and Tom will get another buff. Um, I'll play a forest for turn. I will. Hmm, I will attack Solero with Tom. He's a 9/9.
Any evasion?
Nope. He just can't be blocked by creatures with greater power, but you can block with lower power.
I'll block with my monk.
Okay, that's fine. And then I'll tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'll cast Knight of the Doctor. Destroy all creatures if it resolves.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Cool.
And Tom will survive because he's indestructible right now. And I'll draw a card off Sithis before she dies. Yay, more
Uh,
lands.
uh,
And then I'll pass.
I don't know if I have another way of getting rid of Tom. I think that was my best bet.
Well, see, the issue is that this deck is built around having the creatures,
Right. Yeah.
and I just lost it. Um,
Well,
two, three,
my deck just
four,
does dumb
five,
stuff.
seven.
Sagas aren't really that powerful collectively.
Yeah, but like you keep saying that, but you have to understand it's the Enchantress cards that makes it
Yeah,
ridiculous.
yeah, I know. I
Like,
mean, I added them because to make it playable. Because without it, it's
okay,
just like
I'm going to Factor Fiction,
okay,
and I'll have Mac do the separating.
alright,
One,
that's fine.
two,
But like
Are
what?
we
three,
down bad enough where I should just put
four,
them all in one pile? How down
five.
bad are we right now, Soul?
It's up to you. So I got
I
Emerge
would
Unscathed,
I would still
Opt,
separate it.
Planes, Blink of an Eye, Chrome Mox.
Okay,
I don't really need the ramp.
okay. I'm gonna put because I don't think you really target me with anything at this point, right? Because I'm
I
got
mean,
no board. Um, I'm gonna put. Let's put the Chrome Mox in one pile and then the planes in the other pile. That's a start. I don't really know what everything. Let me click
Uh,
on stuff here.
Opt is scry one, draw a card. Blink of the eye is you can bounce a non-land permanent and you can pay another 2 to kick it to draw a card. I don't know what the other spells. I didn't hear it.
I'm gonna put.
Emerge unscathed.
I'll put. I'll put emerged unscathed with the land, and then put. Actually, let's put emerge unscathed uh
I think
with the blink card,
I would
and
separate
then
those two. Also, just so you know, you're doing 2 piles.
Yeah, it's 2
well,
piles.
then I was gonna put. Okay, let's put opt and blink in one pile with the planes, and then the other two are together.
That sounds good. Yeah, because I don't think I would
Okay.
give her the blink spell and the protection spell. I would say one or the other.
Okay, those are the two good ones.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I mean, I guess technically it doesn't super matter because you can just exile them from the with the Chun Li, but it does make it a little bit worse
Makes it a little bit slower.
because
Yeah.
you can't cast it and then I'll also have to
Mm,
do it.
so I will play my planes.
Okay.
Why is this not? Also, fact goes into your graveyard, right?
Yeah.
Why is this search function not finding fact or fiction? Am I spelling it wrong?
FACT. Fact.
I'm going to
And then
opt.
or.
Mm, I'll leave that on top and then draw it.
Oh, there it is. Okay. I should have played a different deck, but I didn't really know what to play.
Yeah, I was gonna play a different deck, but Soul told me to play my best deck. And so like I just asked my friends, I was like, what's my best deck? I don't
Yeah.
know.
I didn't really know how
Uh,
good Chun Li's
Talisman
is.
of Progress. And I will pass.
Okie dokie. I don't think I have a lot to do, but maybe I draw a good card here. Well, this might be kind of cool. You know what? I feel like this is the play. I'm going to tap 4, and then I'm going to tap an additional 6, which is all I have. And I'm going to play, their number is Legion, so X was 6, so I get to create 6 2/2 tapped Black Necrons, and then I gain life equal to the artifacts that I control, and then I exile this sorcery card.
Okay.
So does it
Interesting.
resolve?
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm not countering it.
Okay.
I have like. Did I even add counter spells? I don't think I even have counter spells in this deck.
Okay, so now I don't think I have. I think I just have the thought vessel for my artifacts up top. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I control 7 artifacts, 6 plus the one there, so then I gain 7 life with the second. little part.
Alright, so
Mm.
you're at 31.
31, and then I pass.
Alright, I will untap. Upkeep. Look at the top card of my library. Hmm. Hmm. I'll keep it on top. Yeah, it's fine. Draw. So go to 3. So go to 3. I'll copy another treasure token. So go to 2.
So many treasures.
Yeah. This will trigger. I'll return this. I think. What else did I have that was legendary? Zerr. I don't really need Zerr. So yeah, I'll return sit this. And she'll get none of those really do anything. I'll give her first strike counter, I guess. Whatever. And then Tom will trigger. I'll flip for a saga. Trial of a Time Lord. Exile target non-token creature an opponent controls until it leaves the battlefield. There's only tokens, so it does nothing.
Ooh, my little robot guys are safe.
Yeah. And then this one will trigger and flip.
I think that happened last time because I was playing the master.
Yeah, yeah. See, that's why like it's kind of bad because like what I get is random. It's not like I can like, you know, specify what's on top unless I like brainstorm. Uh, ECD. I'm just getting removal. Like what the heck? And there's no targets for ECD because there's nothing CMC 3 or greater, right? It's just 2 and 2.
Correct.
No, I have a thought vessel, but that's the only
It's
thing that I.
it's yeah, but that's CMC 2, right?
Yeah.
ECD is 3 or greater.
Oh.
Oh, whatever. I guess it adds permanence for this chick. Um, what is she, anyways? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 enchantments in play.
That's a lot.
Yeah, they don't really do much though, except sit there and mock me. I'll play Highland Forest. I'm going to tap 3. I don't think I have any snow lands. And cast Search for Glory. I'll search my library for a snow permanent, a legendary card, or a saga card, reveal it, put it in my hand, then shuffle. I gain 1 life for each snow spent to cast it, but I didn't have any, so. Do I just get one that just draws me cards? Probably. Mm-hmm. I don't know about that card. It's kind of expensive for what it does. Mm. Showdown of the Skulls. I don't know why it's so hot in my room right now. Freaking smoldering.
Must be blasting the furnace.
No, it's AC's on. It's 74, and
Oh, whoa.
yeah. Normally I'm cold, but it's just like
Do you like live in like Arizona or something?
Florida.
Oh, well, that gets pretty warm too.
Yeah.
Dang, it says it's. What temperature does it say it is?
It goes in my hand. Uh, tap 4 and I'll cast it, I guess.
It says it's 50 degrees here.
Draw a card. Oh, exile. Oh, I gain a life. Exile the top four cards. I can play them to my next turn. Plains, Calyx, Cascading Cataracts, Enchantress's Presence. I guess I'll just tap 3 and sack a treasure for Enchantress Presence.
I'm thinking that I might have like 2 turns left max.
I'm just waiting to draw for well or die.
Draw a card, gain a life. I mean, the problem is like, I don't know how I win the game. Because, like, normally an Enchantress deck would have, like, uh, an enchantment payoff, but it's like, I really don't, because I just got one that's a Saga payoff, but it's kind of, Pringled, so it's like I'm trying to, like, get it to flatten out, so it's not in the deck right now. So, like,
You got that Bombadil damage.
yeah, I guess.
Maybe play a couple more of those cards that create tokens when you play enchantments.
Well, that's what the card that I got. It's Historian's Boon. Whenever final chapter triggers, I make a 4/4 angel. But like I said, it's unpringling right now. And sagas don't really do much. Like all those enchantment payoffs are like just enchantress cards. Um, I'm just gonna cast Calyx. Go down to 1 treasure, and I'll just +1 him to look at the top 4 cards, and I can reveal an enchantment and put it in my hand. 3, 4. Bassong. Card draw. Heck yeah.
So many lookies.
And then I'll attack Solero for 4. Tom.
No blocks.
And then
Oh wait, that didn't do anything.
I'll pass. If you draw a farewell, I'm gonna be very sad.
Me too.
Okay. Rock return. Flooded Strand. I will pay a life. Use this as a chance to see whether or not I put Farewell in this deck.
I only have
It
farewell in one deck.
it was the one deck that I was gonna play if I didn't play this one as my one farewell in it.
I might have bad news.
Oh, I don't know if I have something that makes people sacrifice literally everything.
I mean,
Okay.
you did have it.
Yeah,
Just got counted.
it's not
Right.
it's not Farewell, it's Wrath of God.
Do we still have a chance? Like, do we play it out?
Um, it'll be really grindy, and I don't know. It just depends on whether or not you're gonna be bored.
I mean, I don't mind playing it out if we want to play it out. I don't want it like, but
Problem is, I kind of have to be done in like 20 minutes.
I can at
Mm-hmm.
least see what I draw or something, and if I have a board wipe, then maybe something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't care either way. We either play it
I'm
out or we
good
don't.
with whatever, really.
I mean, I'm just trying to find some way to finish the game off.
I wouldn't mind at least drawing, but
Okay. Um,
Cause like I mean like I don't have a guarantee to win yet. Obviously, I have things.
I mean,
and stuff.
is that like a really big creature though?
It's a 9/9. I mean, but it has no evasion. You can just chump. He has a bunch of tutus. You can just chump block it. I mean, I could
Well,
kill.
I mean, you could kill me pretty quickly.
Yeah, but I don't have my hallowed haunting, so I can't give it flying and vigilance. Well, yet. I mean, I do have some Recursion, so
6/2/2. Still only 12.
also technically Mac has more attacking power than me.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure I'm just going to die.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so I don't know. Let's see if I can do anything though. So I will start actually by just casting this now, so I don't really care. Archmage's Charm. I will draw 2 cards, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, colorless for Smothering Tithe.
Oof. I'm probably
Ooh,
not
that
paying.
card's
I'm probably not paying for any of my draws.
Okay.
probably not me either. I don't know.
And
Normally I would, but like I
I
pass
think
turn.
it's more beneficial for me. I feel like to help her because I feel like you have a good board, right? Like I'm gonna draw a card and then I'm not doing anything like as far as paying. I mean, I'm gullible, so but I feel like it's gonna take.
I mean normally my thing is to pay if you can, but at this point in the game like we have a lot of mana, so and not really many
Right.
cards to use it on.
I'm gonna tap 5 to play a Gilded Lotus.
Oof.
Hmm.
Nice.
And if that resolves, I'm gonna use the mana to cast something else.
Yeah.
I have no reason to counter that.
Okay.
I have no
So
mana.
I tap 4 for a Necron Overlord. I can tap X and tap him, and then target opponent loses that amount of life. I have
Okay.
to tap untapped artifacts
Yeah. You have to pay
and
X
mana.
and tap artifacts.
Yep.
That's really bad. Like I feel like it should be
Yeah, that's
I feel like it should be one or the other. Like you either pay mana or you tap artifacts. Like why is it both?
Yeah, I don't
because
know.
artifacts can get really out of hand.
I
Like
guess.
imagine in like a black white deck where you're like making you have a Smothering Tithe, and now you just get to deal a shit ton of damage.
Yeah, but it's also
All
target
right.
opponent. It's not each opponent.
Uh, I'm gonna pass.
And it's not like it's for each artifact. You can, I don't know. I will untap, upkeep. I'll look at the top card. I'll put it in the graveyard, and then I'll flip a Escanto now.
And you're not paying?
Nah, cause I got stuffs to do. I mean, I'll be drawing a shit ton of cards, so.
Stuffs to do.
Okay. That goes to 2.
I've literally
This
had
goes
this
to
one
2.
card in my hand from the very beginning of the
Oh,
game,
by the
and I
way,
haven't been able to
there's
play
a
it.
tax on non-creature spells now, and then
What's the tax?
it's two to pay at 2 extra for each non-creature spell cast. And Trial of
Oh.
Time War is gonna go to number 2, so I'm gonna exile your non-token dude until this leaves the battlefield.
Oh, what a bummer.
Yeah, it's not permanent though, so like once this triggers and goes away, you get it back.
I gotta be alive by then.
Yeah,
And I got plans to be dead.
but this is gonna trigger creatures I control get +1/+1 vigilance until end turn. Cool. So +1, +1. By the way, this is a vigilance counter. I don't have any other way to represent it. Tom will.
As long as you remember it,
Yeah.
that's good with me.
Oh no, first strike. It's first strike, not vigilance. Tom will trigger. I'll flip for the next saga. God, just look at all those lands. Jesus Christ. Okay. Tale of Tinuvial. I guess I'll target Sithis. Sithis will be indestructible for as long as I control this. That goes into play. Alright. Did I play Landstone? No, I didn't. Because I've been resolving all these damn triggers. I'll play Cascading Cataracts from my Showdown of the Scalds. One, two, three, four. The Bath Song. Draw 2 cards, then discard a card.
And you're drawing from Sithis as well. So
And
am I getting...
Enchantress is present, so I'm going to draw 4 cards total. You can get 4 treasures. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All the treasures.
And then discard a mountain, I guess. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Binding the Old Gods. And I'm out of target Smelling Tithe, but I'll draw 2 cards first.
It's exiled?
Destroy.
Destroy.
Yeah. But you get the treasures.
Whoops.
That was a lot of treasures in a short amount of time.
Yep. I'll sack my treasure and 3 for Dawn's Reflection on Cascading Cataracts. I'll draw 2. So that taps for 2 additional, so it taps for 3 total. Tap 3 for Fable Elder. plus Calyx for the top four.
That board state though.
Yeah, I guess abundant growth to hand. Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to discard one card. It's fine. I'll attack Solero with Tom. I guess I have Vigilance, so I guess I can just attack with everything. I'll attack Solero with everything because Mac has blockers. So it'll be 5, 6, 7. Count
Okay.
enchantments. 1,
One.
2, 3. Well, wait. Let me count this guy first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12, 5, 6, 7, 17, 19.
Are you counting for your who?
Attack damage
Yeah, who are you counting for?
for this thing
Okay,
over here.
well, you didn't really need to count because I'm blink of an eyeing it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I was trying to do that, and you were like,
Oh, sorry.
yeah, I was trying to save you the time there.
It's fine. Okay, so it'll be 5, 6, 7 total then.
Okay. 5 is your commander.
Yes. With vigilance, so they don't untap. Well, they don't tap, but then I'll go to end step and discard. I'll discard a Smoldering Marsh and Path of Ancestry. Yeah. 1, 2, 3,
There will
4,
be no
5, 6,
ancestry
7.
around these parts.
Pass.
Turn. I will play Port Town, and I will reveal an island.
Okay.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15. So
15,
I can
that's
do.
a lot to work with.
So let's go 5, 6, 7, 11.
I should add some proliferation to this deck.
4, 5.
Oh, that would speed that. Yeah, because look at all those dice out there.
Yeah, well, like, I usually don't want them to trigger until I get Tom out. That's why I have stuff that can remove counters, but, like, at this point, I just
Right.
want to just add them. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a drink.
Okie dokie. Whisper, 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 whisper. Plotting, plotting, plotting.
um, see what's in my hand again. Go. 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I think I'm going to use 2 mana
Okay.
to put to play Unbounded Potential and put 2 1/1 counters
Chun-Li.
on Chun-Li.
I'm back.
Extra powerful kicks now.
And actually, no, I won't do that. So yeah, I'll just exile 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So opt, Blink of an Eye, Shelter, Emerge Unscathed, Archmage's Charm.
Okay.
Would you exile? I just I just heard it like the last few.
Opt, Blink of an Eye, Shelter, Emerge Unscathed, Archmage's Charm.
Okay.
And I will pass.
Okie dokie. I will untap and then draw. Oh, well, I did not want a land card there, but it's Tomb Fortress, so it can do something next turn, but not this turn. Let's see.
Hmm.
I'm gonna tap 8 to bring my commander out because he's died twice.
Alright.
Um, and I can give a token +2/+2 and menace, but I don't think I can even. You can still block me, right, Lloyd? Whatever you play will kill me.
Um,
You have 2 creatures that would be bigger than a 4/4.
I have 3 creatures. Um,
And they're all too strong, right?
not really. Actually, no. Yeah, I've got a 5/5 and a 4/4, but
Yeah.
I don't think I.
Well,
I mean, it's up to you, really. If you
so you
think
have a
I've.
5/5 and a 4/4. So then, and then the next one. What's the next one down?
Well, it's a 1/2 with first strike.
Okay, so I am gonna. Uh, I'm gonna give one of the Necrons. The 2/2. So I'm gonna go down to 5 because I'm only gonna attack with this guy here. But he's gonna be a 4/4 menace
4/4.
from this guy. Yep.
Um, I'll just take the damage.
And then I pass.
Alright, untap. Upkeep.
Wait, isn't it Sphere safety still up?
Oh, right, yeah. You have to pay 11 to attack me. Do you have 11
Oh,
mana?
well, I'm not paying 11. So,
You can
let,
attack me if you want. I'm not blocking.
No, I don't
I'm
want to
just
kill
gonna
you
die.
because I don't think that. I think my only chance to win is to have you help me get him out first. So I
I
don't
would
want to attack you because I think that's my only
I
chance.
would still attack just because you can. I mean,
No, I
you
need her. I pass. No, I need her. It's my only chance.
okay?
I mean, I think that even if both of us try to work together, I think that you're gonna get us.
Probably.
Because I don't really have any. I mean, I don't think I really have much in this deck at this point that's gonna do me much good.
But okay. So you're not doing anything else, right?
No, I've just passed.
Okay. Did I draw for turn? No, I was just untapping. Untap, draw, then triggers. Um. Oh wow, I totally forgot about showdown triggers. I could have been putting counters on stuff. Okay. Well, whenever I cast something this turn, I'll get counters on stuff. I totally forgot that it had another ability. This will be exiled permanently. Just put upside down. But Tom will trigger, so I'll flip target Saga. Oh, that would have been a nice draw. You
This has
ultimatum.
got to be getting close, right?
Yeah, I think I'm probably running out of sagas at this point. I've got like maybe like a couple more. It's mostly just like my. There we go. Cruelty of Gix.
If he runs out of sagas, can we win? Like, if he just
No,
No,
because
because he could probably replay all his sagas from his graveyard.
yeah, Eerie Ultimatum, which I just flipped through. I just get them all back. I have a few effects that do that, but not like a ton. And one's delayed. I guess I'll choose Solero for this. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a creature. Oh wait, it's creature plane. Oh whatever. Uh, yeah. Choose a creature or planeswalker card from it that player discards that card.
Are
So
you sure you're targeting me,
how
the
many,
spells player?
Mac? How many cards do you have in your hand?
I have one, but it's not a creature.
Exactly. I just want you to
Yeah,
reveal your
there's
hand.
no creatures here.
I just want to reveal.
So, Unbounded Potential, Land, Mirror Weave, Faded Infatuation, Swords, Plowshares, Unbreakable Formation.
Okay. I just wanted to know your hand. So
Yeah, so the goal of this deck is to play like my things, my creatures that make tokens whenever I play spells, and then like copy them a bunch with stuff like Faded Infatuation, and then flood the board. But I drew these and not my creatures.
what's the second card that you said?
Which one? Mirror Weave?
Oh yeah, Mirror Weave.
So yeah, I don't got nothing.
Um,
You're welcome to just attack me.
I mean that's probably what I'm gonna do. ECD is gonna go to 3, and it's gonna trigger. So
Yeah,
I
I'm
can
pretty sure once you're out that I'm definitely not in good shape.
return target creature planeswalker card from my graveyard to the battlefield, put a counter on it or loyalty counter. What creatures do I even have? Oh, I guess I got Zur. He can help me win the game. Yeah, let's get Zur. He'll get a counter. He can't attack this turn. And then Tom will flip. If I even have any. There we go. The World
Oh,
spell.
Oil Deafening Silence. Nice.
Oh yeah. It's from the I got it for the mostly for the Eldrazi conscription. But yeah. I added that for Dawn and I forgot to take it out because she wasn't playing. Oh shit. So I will look at the top 7 cards of my library and I can reveal a non-saga permanent card from among them and put it into my hand and then put the rest on the bottom of my library. So top 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I get all the shitty stuff. I guess fertile ground to hand. resolving these triggers is so annoying. Number 3 on this one. I'll choose Chun Li, I guess. Exile Chun
What's
Li.
it doing?
Trial of the Time Lord. I exile target non-token creature until this leaves the battlefield, which will be next turn. You can exile it under it, or send it to the command zone. Targeting Chun Li. You can do a protection spell. I don't think you have one.
I
Was it an
am going
enchantment that you
to
did, right? That
It's
it
a
was a saga
it's a
thing?
saga.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
cast Faded Infatuation to make a copy and then sacrifice the one that you're targeting.
Okay. That's fine.
I mean, I'm probably gonna die anyways, but
Probably.
Yeah, but you have to fight, right?
And then tail's gonna trigger. I can get another creature to into play. I guess no. Yeah, let's just do Ian. Ah, I got Ian of Sanctum. What's in my hand again? Do I have anything I want to copy? Oh yeah, let's do Ian. Yeah, let's bring Ian back. And then Binding and Bass Song. I'll do Binding first, I guess. Just find a forest. Canopy Vista. Sure. Actually, wait, do I have a tapped one? Yeah, there you go. Woodland Chasm. I'm gonna fucking draw my decks. Running out of cards.
Yeah, you might mill out. Playing Tom Bombadil is actually like reading a tale because like the turns take so long because
Yeah.
there's like a million interactions.
Oh, that's normally how enchantment decks do, you know, it's just
they
do shit.
wanted the game to take as long as it takes to read a fucking Lord of the Rings book.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Then draw
If you make your
two.
opponent rage quit, I think that's extra points.
Draw two and discard. I'll discard Canopy Vista. Okay. Now, I can actually do my turn. I'll play Hall of Heliod, just a land for turn. Um, I'm just gonna go like this. Let's keep those two off over here. Let's do two, two, and two. How many creatures can attack? 3. And I guess I can animate as well. So actually, so fortunately, dang man, I need evasion. Well, I need evasion for Mac. I could kill Solero, but I can't kill Mac.
Oh, you're gonna kill me, buddy.
You can just attack with Tom a bunch of times as indestructible.
Yeah, but I don't have he has blockers. He has six two two
Right, so
blockers.
just attack as many times as it takes to get rid of the blockers. It's
Yeah.
not that hard.
I mean,
Yeah, send it. Right
well,
here. Full send it on me.
I was trying to win this turn. That's the thing, cause like I can kill him next turn, cause I can get evasion next turn. But I can't kill him this turn.
I've pretty much been dead like 6 turns ago, I think.
This is 3. Well, let's do another 2 here, and then this is 3, 4.
I think giving Tom both hexproof and indestructible was a bit overkill.
A little bit, yeah. Um, I have 5 here. That's 4. Okay. So I will animate. Fortunately, Ward Tree came in this turn. Otherwise, or Ward Spell, I would animate that because that's a 7. Um, let's not do that. It's my least impactful stuff. I guess Binding. Let's do these two since they're up top. I'm gonna animate these two with Zur, because that's 4. Yeah. And then 2, and then 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Cast Michiko's Reign of Truth. Copying it. So cast, and then I got 2, 4, 6. Copy it 3 times.
Jesus.
So I have 3 copies of this.
Does this mean we get put out of our misery?
Not exactly.
You're not gonna end the suffering.
Well, I'm trying, but people have blockers, unfortunately.
Well, if you attack me with everything, I won't have any blockers, I don't think.
I only have 4. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. I only have
Oh,
5 attackers.
that's
Um,
quite a bit, though.
but I'm gonna buff Tom, Fable Elder, and I guess Binding the Old Gods for +1/+1 for each enchantment I control, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. So they'll all get +11/+11.
Mm. Okay.
So these 3 would be 11/11s. +11. So this will be 16. This will be 15, and then this will be 15 because it would be a 4/4 plus 11. And then the enchantments also have Death Touch, Lifelink, and Hexproof as well. So Sithis will.
Well, I think with lifelink, right? That's enough where we could probably, because you're gonna gain like 50 something life.
Yeah. Sithis is gonna go to Solero as well as Tom.
They have vigilance, right? Or was that only that one time?
Only that one time. But Fable
Oh, okay.
Elder has Vigilance, and Fable Elder will go at Solero, and these two will go at Mac.
I'm gonna block.
I guess I will just die.
I mean, you could block
I'm gonna
Tom.
block. I'll block the 2, I guess, but I'm gonna scoop if I don't draw something that somehow turns this game around, which I don't think that I legitimately could.
But post main phase, I will tap 2 for Resurgent Belief. I'll suspend that.
Okay.
And then. And whatever you didn't block was, if I guess you blocked the bigger one, or did you block both? You just block both.
I blocked. I lost 2 creatures, so I blocked
Okay.
1 on each.
And then let's put it like that.
Pass.
I gain 1, 14.
Okay, I'm gonna peek at my card. Okay, no, you got me. I don't
Okay,
have
life.
anything I can do. So I'm gonna scoop because you've got me next turn, I think,
Okay.
anyways. Well, I could maybe drag it out, but I'm pretty much done.
Well,
So
I left up mana, so I was gonna just do Hall of Heliod's and put where is it? Hollowed Haunting on top, so my stuff has flying.
So I think now that you have Tom, I'm gonna just replace a bunch of routes in my decks with Farewell, cause holy shit.
I probably won't play Tom for much longer. Like not every game at least, because it
Well,
is.
not every game, but I should have an answer to all of that.
I would at least have
All of
one.
that. The other deck that I have had
Oh,
farewell in it, but
um, I'll tell you one board wipe that I love to death, and it would be really good in your Chun Li deck as well, since Chun Li kind of dodges it.
Mhm.
Let me find the name of it because it's in my Tesa deck. Um, and it gets around. Actually, I guess technically it would my Tom might survive unless I buffed him. But Slaughter the Strong says each player chooses any number of creatures power 4 or less and sacrifices all the rest. Which,
Mm.
if I had anything buffing Tom, I would have to sack him, or I would lose. Like I could choose him and then lose everything else.
that's cool.
Yeah, I'll think about it.
Or you can just do like Tragic Arrogance or something, where you just like you choose one of each, sack and then sack everything else.
Yeah, the problem is that with that is that this deck literally is. So like I told you that it's not as good as my Krakashima deck. And basically the strategy is to grab like Dika or um or uh Monastery Mentor or any of those that like make tokens. Clever Lumimancer as well.
Mm-hmm.
And just copy it a bunch of times. I have like Sakashima and a couple other things to like make things be able to be legendary and copied.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then it's just like removal and card draw and stuff. Like
Yeah.
this deck doesn't really do anything unless I'm doing that. But if
I
I'm doing that quickly, then it's like pretty strong.
I think the deck really wants like a Lightning Grease or like a Swiftfoot Boots, so you can just like
It
haste and.
it does. It has those. Of
Uh,
course I have those, but I needed to draw
but
them.
Yeah, you've got to put boots on Chun Li, then her kicks do more damage. So, or somehow they actually make her be able to attack quicker.
yeah. By the way, I was considering on picking up this card when I was searching. One with the multiverse. You may look at the top card of your library at any time, and you may play lands and cast spells from the top. And once during each of your turns, you may cast a spell from your hand or the top of your library without paying its mana cost.
Mm.
It's like an omniscience, but with like card advantage, but just once per turn.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's super cool. So how often do you does the group usually play when you need an extra slot?
Almost
Like,
almost once a week, and we
Yeah.
basically always are looking for a fourth.
Yeah. I'm trying to do it once a week, but I'm usually working on the weekends where I'm at right now, so it's
okay,
kind of here or there. I'm trying to get a new
because
job
I'm
though, so we'll see.
right. Because I'm normally available. Like that deck that I played there is probably like my friends at least say that's like my best deck. I didn't think it was, but I don't know. Maybe that's just the one they don't like playing against. So like
Yeah.
I don't have like a super high power level or anything like that. But I'm
I
definitely down to clown.
I do think that your Slivers deck is probably your best deck if you upgrade
Oh,
the lands a little bit.
yeah, definitely slivers. Slivers are very
Like
easy to make powerful.
yeah, he's got
Right.
the precon, but the precon has
Oh,
like the worst fucking lands.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I gave him a triome to help.
Honestly, you can really just use basics. Cause like I actually built a 5 color slivers deck that just had all basics, and then it just had like wool tree and like command tower and stuff, and then it just relied on like the slivers that make all your slivers into mana dorks and stuff like that.
Right.
I
Yeah,
don't.
and I have the first sliver, the one that came in the secret layer just like a month
Mm,
ago.
Yeah.
I don't have any
nice.
of the other like I don't have the Legion one. I know that's like people really like that one.
I
Um
sold my first sliver unfortunately because my friend wanted a sliver deck. So I sold them
I
all my expensive
unfortunately
ones.
traded away all of my slivers like right before I met you, like last week or the week before or something.
That's crazy. Well, you probably got really good cards. I don't really have that many good cards, but I've got that Commander Masters box coming here. Maybe I'll hit
Yeah,
Nice.
some.
I would love to draft that with you or like played sealed out of it or something and play Commander Limited.
Oh, that would actually be kind of fun. I don't know if I'm going to be able to like. Oh, can I hold on to it that long?
You,
Like, can I
you
hold on?
said you're getting two boxes, right? So what if you
No,
open
it's just
one?
one. No, it's
Oh,
just
just
one. I
one.
have two boxes of the Baldur's Gate draft,
Oh, okay.
but I only got one box of the Commander Masters
We
set
should
booster.
we should play limited out of the like maybe do like a couple Commander Masters and then like the rest Baldur's Gate. That'd be fun.
Right, and I'm hopefully there's gonna be some sales on Black Friday, Cyber
There,
Monday
there
thing.
usually isn't.
Like,
Like maybe TCG might have their bonus bucks, but like it's usually not great, and it's mostly for like subscribers or whatever.
yeah, see, Amazon during the Prime Day sale, they had the Baldur's Gate boxes for like 60 something bucks for the draft boxes. And then I got two boxes of Jumpstart that was like 60 bucks or so, 62 bucks or something like that. Um,
Hmm.
but I don't know if it's I don't know if there's going to be any good sales for the you know for this time around. The last Prime Day sales weren't like super great, but hopefully this time there'll be some because I'm a gambler at heart, so I kind of like opening packs. And I don't hardly have much cards for like even the commons and uncommons and stuff. So it's kind of nice to have that cuz like I've got a few decks made, but like they're some of them are definitely like missing like
Hmm.
even some of the non like expensive cards, just like cards that you'd see in a lot of like lightning greaves. I think I have like two things of lightning greaves or something like that and one swift foot boots.
I just have like one or two, and then I just use them between all my decks.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I like Slayer's
Oh.
setup. She just has like one of every card, and then just like constructs the decks before playing it. You know.
Oh, okay. So you'll build a deck then and like your Chun-Li deck, like you might play that for a couple weeks and then you'll build a different deck then, or will you only usually play it
No,
for like a week?
no. Like
Yeah, I
she,
usually play it like once and then switch the
well,
cards to like a different deck and
like
like
she
I
has
have
all the deck
the
lists online, and she can just construct any deck that she wants as long as she has the cards. You know.
hmm
Oh, that's
yeah,
super
and then
cool.
I put the cards away when I'm done and then
But
like
it's a lot of work.
yeah, it takes a while.
Yeah.
I have to prepare the decks ahead of time. Um, like for example, I only have access to Chun Li and the Master. If I wanted to play a different deck, I couldn't. So I just tell people ahead of time like what deck I'm thinking of playing so that they can like match the power level because I can't like show up and then have the power level be totally different than what I prepared.
So what did everybody feel like the power levels were? Because I know there's a lot of different misconception. What did every like the game that we just played, where would people put
I
the
think
level?
yours was the weakest, mine was in
Mm.
the middle, and Lloyd's was the strongest.
So is
But
mine a 7 or like a 6 or like what
Well,
like what
I think mine was carried on the fact that enchantment decks they're just powerful in general. Cause like even when we played that precon game where that guy brought the Noisy or the on Hiketa precon
and Nixia,
Anixia, yeah, Anixia. He bought the Nixia enchantment deck, and he pretty much did the same thing. You just get an enchantress card out, and you just draw a card, and you just keep going, and it's just like it just outvalues any other deck. You just can't do anything about it. other than just
Yeah, and that's kind of what Enchantress does.
yeah.
It's just like it
I mean, like
gets so
I could
much
build this
value.
I could build this deck at like $50, budget, and it'll still like do the same thing pretty much. Cause like it's not like this is like $1,000 deck, and like even my lands are just like shitty tapped lands. I don't have shocks and
I don't think these decks were super like far away from each other in power. Like
Like
I
yeah.
think that mine
My deck is
was
around
only a
two
bit
hundred
better.
dollars.
I think mine was only a bit better than the Necron deck, and then his deck was only a bit better than mine.
so it's like
Yeah.
probably maybe like a 7 and like a 7.5, or like a 7.25
Yeah.
and a seven and a half, or
Don't go by numbers.
oh
Yeah,
really? Okay,
I
People do
think it's
not
kind
like.
of useless and
Yeah.
subjective, and
So like
right.
what I do is I say like my scaling's like CDH, high power casual, low power casual, precon. So like my deck would be like a kind of like a high powered casual sort of, or maybe mid powered casual,
And then
and then
mine would be a mid to low or
it would be
something.
like low
no,
because it's upgraded precon kind of, but it's more
no, because the Necron deck started out as pretty good. Like I
yeah.
think they started at like a
But
six
it
something.
still kind of has those precon vibes of not being like super tuned and powerful.
Right, yeah.
Unless you like actually put money into upgrading it with like some good
Yeah,
Yeah, but
like
like I think it really did start at like a six though. Like the Necron deck is pretty good.
well yeah, in
yeah,
terms
I
of
think the best card
precons. Yeah.
I think the best card that I added to it was Grave Pact. I think that was like the best. Most of the other cards were like a Meteor Golem and like the lower. I did add like a Dark Ritual, but like I think Grave Pact was like the one decent
I don't know.
upgrade.
My Necron deck is stupid. It goes infinite like in a blink of an eye.
But yeah, my this enchantment deck is only about $200, so it's like it's not even that expensive.
Yeah, that's not really. That's pretty. I mean, I think for Commander, I feel like that's pretty budget, really.
Yeah.
Like for most people, like
Most strong decks are around like 500 to 600 or so. Like my Cisse deck, it can win very fast and it's very powerful, and it's like around 600 700, but it has a lot of
I
alternate arts.
I have an issue with like using price as a like
Well,
thing that denotes power level, mostly because like I play all the lands
I mean it helps
and
kind of.
it's like not really that much more powerful than playing a bunch of basics, especially in a two color deck.
But like if someone's
But
playing like
like
an $1,000 Enchantress deck, it's probably gonna be way more powerful than my $200 one.
yeah, sure. But like I'm saying, like this deck is certainly more than 200, but
Right,
that's almost all in the lands. Like I probably have like $300 worth of lands alone.
right. But that's because you just have expensive lands
Right.
and nice lands and stuff. And like if I had like a actual like if I had my Cisse's mana base, this deck would probably be like $500 600 as well.
Hmm.
But I
oh, so
just
you don't switch your cards then? You don't do the old switcheroo.
I kind of do, but like I don't have the same setup as Soleo because like Soleo has like all of them in like a big box. So
Yeah, I
like
can
Uh,
grab it.
I don't have like a
wait,
box to
I
put
don't.
them
I'm
in.
not even in spell. Okay, hold on. Let me come back because yeah, I want to see.
Oops. Yeah, like I'm trying to like save up for like a box like that, so I can like maybe do something similar.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I have multiple decks built, but like my group is all pretty new. Like most of the group that I play with, their like max budget right now is like 125. So like we're all pretty much just playing upgraded precons.
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool. So you have it all, everything is all
yeah.
Yeah, it's all just alphabetized.
Don't drop it again.
Yeah, no.
dang. Okay, so that's all of your cards then that you have access to, which you pretty much have like
Yeah,
one
except
of
for my cube, which is in a different box.
Hmm.
Wait, what's a cube? A cube is like for drafting, isn't
Yeah,
it, or something?
Yep.
it's like a permanent draft thing that you can do, where
Yeah.
you just like put them in like, did you like put them in packs or something, or I forget what you do.
Uh, I just for mine, I just kind of like shuffle it beforehand and then like dole out the cards.
But yeah, or there's like an online cube thing that can like
Oh.
draft it or something like that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, a lot of people do cube, but it takes a lot of work and effort to build a cube.
I only have like one expensive card that I own. Like one expensive card, and it's I bought it because
Well, I mean, if you got the Sliver Precon, the Sliver Lord is pretty, or the Legend is, the Grave Mother is pretty expensive.
right it's it's like the one card that I bought that was expensive, and it was because it was cheap because it's in such bad shape. I have a Sliver Queen.
Oh, you have a Sliver Queen? How much you get that for?
I paid $100 for it, but look, it's I can double sleeve it. I have to double sleeve the deck,
Oh, the
so
edges are
it's
messed
not.
up.
Yeah, like you can see all the white.
Honestly, that's probably a decent deal for it, to be honest, because it's what, three hundred
How much is
dollars,
it normally?
300.
300? That's
I think they're
crazy.
around like two something. Yeah, two. Um, I got it the I bought it the day that there was a listing on eBay, I think, or something like that. And I think it was like the day that the pre-con was like announced or something like that. I think it was like it was very shortly after that because I was like, oh well, it's on the reserve list, and that was pretty much when I had started playing. So I was like, oh, let's just go ahead and get it because it's a good deal and I could double sleeve it and still be able to play it.
Yeah, the
Um,
most expensive card I bought was Chrome Mox at 60, and then it went up to 100 something. But I got the borderless version.
Mm.
But I'm trying
I
to.
bought a mana crypt for 70 and now it's like what 150.
I wish I would have bought one. I could have bought one for 40, I think.
holy smokes, where's everybody getting
Or no,
like
60, I
what?
think.
My friend was selling cards to me at buy list prices because he was trying to build um, four color control in modern, and that deck is like $2,000.
Oof.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, this deck is juicy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you got the Mox Opal and the Mana Crypt. Like that's wild.
Yeah, I had Mox Opals back when they were in modern.
I need a Mox Opal.
Yeah, I don't have either one. The one that the Chrome Mox or the
I think I traded for a Chrome Mox. I think someone
Commander's
had it.
Play. That's
I'm trying to,
super sweet
I'm
too.
trying to sell my Chrome Mox because I don't really need it. It's too expensive.
Ooh, Urza Saga too. That's crazy.
I have
I bought that back when it was way cheaper
I,
because I played Titan in modern.
I have three of the sagas I traded for when it came out, like, and they were like $20 maybe each, or
They
15.
were 15 when they came out.
15 I traded. Then I got them for 15. And think about selling the extra copies though and keeping just one.
I think my friend needs one.
Like my someone I know wants to buy my Chrome Mox and my borderless foil Avacyn, but he's just like not like giving me the money for it. I'm just like, I need money.
Everybody has that friend, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'll pay you next week, homie. I got you. You know, like
Like he has these he's trying to sell some cards too, and he has two borderless Infinity Shocklands. The Godless Shrine
Oh,
and the well he has more than those two, but I don't want the other ones. He has Godless Shrine and Temple Garden, I think. And like I told him that I was like I'll trade some cards and like trade some value off the cards he wants, and then you just give me whatever's left over. If he just gives me those, but he's like he's undecided about it if he wants to trade it to me or not. It's like, come on, man, you have stuff I want, I have stuff you want. Give it to me.
Hmm.
right. I'm hoping to hit the Jeweled Lotus out of this Commander Masters box.
I don't
I
really
Like,
like that card.
really? I think it's pretty neat.
I need it.
Like,
I
I need
think
it for
that
my Teshar deck.
I think that it's either
I think it should just be like a C.
not good or it's too good,
Like
and it's never really in the middle. Like the way that it like changes the pace of the game
like I think
is just like
I see it in like one of two scenarios. Either CDH, obviously, for just turboing your commando out and winning, or just playing it like in a casual deck where your commander just costs a billion mana, like Gishath
right,
or
that's
something. That's like you have like a 6 or 7 mana cost commander.
yeah, I've got Kozilek, so I was like, oh, this is cool
Yeah.
for Kozilek. It helps him out a little bit quicker.
Or like, well, I don't think you can use it in Kozilek because I think it's colored mana. Let me check.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't say on the
Yeah,
oh,
because
does it?
Kozilek is 8 and then 2 colorless, so I could use the
Yeah,
8 for anything, right?
it's add 3 mana of any. No wait, no yeah, I think it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Cause like the thing that the thing that doesn't work with colorless commanders is if it specifies a color of the commander. Like
Right, yeah, like I don't have Arcane Signet because it doesn't.
yeah, like
Like,
Arcane
yeah.
Signet, Commander Sphere, and stuff. But
But
it's
you can
just
have Cavern of Souls or something.
I was thinking Cavern of Souls would be good actually in it, just because of you
Well,
can name
you
Eldrazi and then not
you
get.
watched me open my like sixth copy of Cavern of Souls. If you want to trade, that's
Right, that was nuts. You hit that in one pack, like one pack magic. Well, I don't. I'll have to look at what I have, and then. But
you could
I
also
would.
see when you start pulling cards out of those boxes.
Right, that's what I was thinking because the box is supposed to be here on the 16th.
I also need a
Um,
cavern at some point. I want it. Might try to get some packs for Ixalan too. I
well,
was
Cavern is probably going to be pretty with it just getting reprinted. It's probably going to be. I think it's the lowest it's ever been.
yeah, but it'll still
It
probably be like
was
20.
$30 when it came out.
It's 25 right now.
Oh,
So yeah, it's not that much lower, but at least not like 60, $70 or whatever.
right.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
60 before this.
And Cavern is good enough that I feel like I could switch it between the slivers or the
Yeah,
Eldrazi
you should definitely do that.
just because like if you name Eldrazi, at least they don't get countered, you know? Like even if there is only a couple, I only have like a couple of the Eldrazi cards, but like still.
Hmm.
I just want it for Cisse because it's a untapped mana fixing source. I'm trying to just have all my lands be like untapped.
That
Cause like
makes sense.
cause like I have a few triumphs in the deck.
All right. Well, I
I-
gotta
I'm gonna
go,
get.
but
I was just gonna say same thing. I'm being summoned for cuddling. So thank you though. Thank you both for inviting me to play, and it was a lot of fun. And hopefully y'all have a good rest of your evening.
Yeah,
all right.
same.
You too. Good night.
Peace.
Take care. Take care. Night night.
And I'm gonna go raid.